Braves 8. Braves had 21 total turnovers, a lot of those coming in the last 5 minutes. Tabor only had 10, and then 13-8 on the second chance points was the lead for the Tabor College Blue Jays. We're going to go ahead and take our first time out on the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk about those first two matchups between the Braves and the Builders. You've been listening to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
You know Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa as the premier residential and commercial construction company. But did you know they also provide full repair for fire and flood restoration? Here's Bill Crowley, owner of Wise Guys Construction.
We offer full turnkey services, from cleaning and drying to the repairs of your project. We're an insurance preferred contractor. When disaster strikes, experience matters.
When it comes to your residential, commercial, or restoration needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 785-229-5651.
Welcome back to the Wise Guys Construction pregame shows. We're here at Stewart Fieldhouse. And just to spread a little knowledge for all of our listeners who haven't been to Stewart Fieldhouse before, this building was built in 1924. It's currently the oldest basketball facility west of the Mississippi River that's still used for its original purpose. And it is one-of-a-kind building. There's not a lot of these buildings left across the United States. And as I mentioned, it is the oldest building still being used for its original purpose. All the stone is original. They did have some renovations that were done back in 1998 where it had a $1.5 million renovation. And then they did a couple things prior to the 2012-13 season where they put in a new floor, and it currently seats 1,396, but it is such a unique venue. And when this place is packed out, it is one of the toughest environments to play in, and that was one thing I talked to head coach Aaron Siebenthal on the bus, is that he had to relay to his team, when we played here back in December, right after Christmas break, in January, right after Christmas break, there was not much of an atmosphere in that first matchup. It was kind of a unique thing, and there wasn't any students here yet. But tonight, already with, about 10 minutes until we tip off, the student section is almost completely full, so that is going to be something Ottawa is going to have to deal with tonight with the hostility from the fans here at Southwestern College. And they have a lot to be excited about as their team comes in ranked number 12 in the country in the NAIA Division II poll. They have clinched their spot in the NAIA tournament as they will be going to South Dakota for the NAIA Division II tournament at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. And since it has been moved from the College of the Ozarks in Branson, Missouri, Sanford Pentagon, another iconic gymnasium in the United States. Looking at the first matchup between these two teams, and it was back on January 3rd. Ottawa was in a different place. They were currently 6-2 at that point in the KCAC. Southwestern was 7-1. Ottawa was on a 6-game winning streak going into that game and was playing probably their best basketball of the season, and it showed. The Braves went up on they were up 13-9 to start that game. Southwestern would get it tied at 26 with 7:39 remaining in the first half. And before the end of the first half, Titus Rice hit a three-pointer, giving Ottawa a 41-39 lead heading into the locker room. And you can tell by Southwestern's demeanor and, their head coach, who is Matt O'Brien, you could tell he was not happy with their performance in that first half. And Southwestern came out like gangbusters to start the second as they went on an 18-5 run, took a 57-46 lead, but Ottawa wasn't phased as they continued to cut into the lead for the majority of that second half. They did retake the lead at 65-64 with 8:28 remaining on the clock. Ottawa did stay within striking distance at the 5:07 mark after a three-pointer from Titus Rice made it 71-70, but Southwestern again went on a 6-0 run to get it to 76-71. We would get knotted up at 78 with 1:17 to play, and Southwestern had an 82-81 lead with about 18 seconds to play. Ottawa held for the last shot. Hollis Mitchell unable to make a three-pointer with just under 10 seconds. Southwestern got the rebound, and instead of getting fouled, they threw it the length of the court to run out time, and Cameron Hunt picked it up and slammed it home to give them the 84-81 victory. And then the matchup at Wilson Fieldhouse, a different type of matchup where Southwestern was struggling. They were on a 4-game winning streak losing streak coming into Wilson Fieldhouse. The Braves were on a 1-game winning streak. Southwestern at that point was 15-5, and Ottawa 10-10. And Southwestern was looking for some answers, and they got it from Lawan Hardy, who finished with 28 points. And point guards have been a problem for the Braves defensively. Lawan Hardy, Julian Winton from Tabor has been a problem. KJ Malvo has had a big game against Ottawa. So that's one of the keys for tonight, is being able to stop the guards for Southwestern, specifically Lawan Hardy, who was only playing his second game of the season back on January 3rd as he became eligible at the second semester of the year. But in that second matchup against Ottawa in Wilson Fieldhouse, he went off for 28 points. In that game, Southwestern scored the first 5 points of the game. The Braves would respond and take a 9-8 lead with 16:20 remaining on the clock. Braves scored 5 straight points after it was 12-12 to take a 17-12 lead with 9:40 remaining. And from there, both teams would trade buckets until right before the end of the half, when the Braves had a 37-35 lead after Titus Rice hit a three-pointer. And Ottawa had all the momentum, but as the buzzard sounded, Lawan Hardy hit a three-pointer in the corner as Ottawa looked to actually get a steal on the play. It got knocked out of the hands of Isaiah Palmer and directly into the hands of Lawan Hardy as time expired. And Southwestern went into the break up 38-37. And Ottawa is a team this year that plays much better when they're leading at the halftime. They have a record of 9-4 when they lead at the half, 2-11 when they trail at the half. Something that head coach Aaron Siebenthal has said, that I don't mention that to my team, but it's just something that has kind of been a mental block for us this season. I know we talked about it in postgame a couple weeks ago, but it means so much more for them to go up by 10 or 12 at the half like they did at Bethel and at Friends early on this month, where they were up by 10 at Bethel and then 12 at Friends. In the second half, the Braves were able to retake the lead 47-42 with 15:18 remaining. But again, Southwestern had another one of their synonymous runs where they went on a 10-4 run to tie the game at 56-all. And Ottawa actually was able to get back up 60-56 and potentially and actually got up 73-68 with 6:10 remaining on the clock. But Southwestern went on a 7-0 run to take a 74-73 lead. And from there, they never trailed again, as Ottawa did tie it at 79, but an 8-0 run by Southwestern clinched it as they were up 88-79. The Braves would get as close as 4 points, but unfortunately they were not able to get the victory in Wilson Fieldhouse. But yet again, these two teams are matched up very similarly. They both score with their guards but have good post play down low. The depth is going to be an issue, I think, for Southwestern. Brett Smith, who is leading the conference in blocks this season, has had some problems defending Taz Jones, and that'll be an interesting matchup. Brent Smith comes in at 6'7", Taz Jones at 6'5", but Jones uses his bigger frame to get inside on Smith, and Ottawa has to commit to getting the ball down low to Taz Jones and getting him going. He wasn't really able to get going because he was in foul trouble early on against Tabor and really couldn't get in any type of groove offensively. And he does so much on the defensive end, specifically getting those defensive boards and forcing shooters and players that get near the rim to divert their path to the basket. And when he gets in foul trouble, it really opens things up defensively for the Braves. We're going to go ahead and take another timeout. You've been listening to the Wise Guys Construction pregame show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Bill Crowley, owner of Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, on what sets them apart as your trusted source for residential and commercial construction.
We're not a handyman service. We're a professional licensed construction company. We're not only licensed in Ottawa. With our license, we can work anywhere.
Which means?
No matter what the project or where, you get a licensed contractor every time. We've been in business for 13 years. Our experience and customer service are what keeps us in business.
Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651.
Welcome back to Stewart Fieldhouse for the first round of the KCAC tournament, as only the top 8 teams from the KCAC make it into the tournament, so you start directly at the quarterfinals. The semifinal game, if the Braves can get the victory tonight, would be on Saturday. They would play the winner of York and St. Mary's, which that one will be going on tonight at 7 o'clock. And then if you win that game on Saturday, you head to Hartman Arena in Wichita, Kansas for the KCAC championship on Monday night. But the Braves have to take care of business here first, and it's not going to be an easy task, as Southwestern 24-6 on the year. They're ranked 12th in the country. At one point, they were as high as number 7 in the nation. This tonight will be the 128th all-time meeting between these two teams. Ottawa is 2-4 against Southwestern under head coach Aaron Siebenthal. Ottawa won its quarterfinal matchup a year ago when they beat St. Mary's in Leavenworth 81-79. The Braves are led in scoring by Isaiah Palmer with 15.3 points and almost a block per game. Taz Jones leads the team in rebounds with 8. Hollis Mitchell is Ottawa's leader in assists with 4.3 and steals at 1.5. As the team, the Braves are ranked 7th in the NAI in offensive rebounds per game at 13.5 and 12th in total rebounds per game at 44.6. Palmer's ranked 12th in the NAI in defensive rebound and offensive rebounds per game with 3.3. Southwestern 24-6 on a 3-game winning streak, and they ended the regular season with a dominant performance over Friends as they won that one 97-75. They're led by Cameron Hunt. He leads the team in scoring with 24 assists with 3.6 and almost 1 steal a game. Brent Smith leads the team in rebounds at 8.2 and blocks with 1.4. As a team, the Builders are ranked 2nd in the NAI in total offensive rebounds, 3rd in defensive rebounds, 5th in defensive field goal percentage, 5th in total scoring, 6th in total rebounds, 8th in scoring margin, 9th in three-point field goal percentage, and 12th in rebounding margin. Cam Hunt is ranked 3rd in the nation in total scoring and 5th in points per game. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the Wise Guys Construction pregame show. When we come back, we'll have your starting lineup and the start of the KCAC quarterfinal matchup between your Ottawa University Braves and the Southwestern College Mound Builders. You've been listening to 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Wise Guys Construction Braves basketball pregame show. Tip-off is next.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball. Brought to you by Adams & Brothers, CarStar, Wise Guys Construction, Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, and by Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Dials Construction, also by State Farm agent Ryan Dispro, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Sutton's Jewelry, Advantage Electric. This OU Braves basketball broadcast is also being brought to you by Ransom Memorial Hospital, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Messenger's Home Furnishing, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa University, and Bob Allen Ford. Now let's rejoin KOFO's Casey Weeder, courtside for OU Braves basketball.
Welcome back to Stewart Fieldhouse as we get set for opening tip. As Ottawa's starting lineup is being announced right now. We'll start with your Braves. At guard, Hollis Mitchell, number 3, the 5'9 senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. At guard, number 5, Titus Rice, the 6'4 guard from Colorado Springs, Colorado. At guard, number 12, Alex Greisen, he's a 6'4 junior from Grapevine, Texas. At forward, number 13, Isaiah Palmer, the 6'6 junior from Brooklyn, New York. And at forward, number 34, Tasmania, Indiana Jones, the 6'5 junior from Parkett, Arkansas. Head coach Aaron Stiebenthal, assistant coaches Phil McClintock and Chase Dipple, student assistant Michael Douglas. For Southwestern at guard, it'll be number 1, Myron Fisher, the 6'2 senior from Allen, Texas. At guard, number 3, Jacob Horsch, a 5'10 senior from Mays, Kansas. At forward, number 4, DJ Wallace, a 6'4 senior from Duncanville, Texas. At center, number 12, Brent Smith, the 6'7 junior from Goddard, Kansas. And at guard, number 24, Cameron Hunt, the 6'4 junior from Duncanville, Texas. And looking at the keys to tonight's matchup for the Braves, you have to limit the second chance points for Southwestern. They shoot 49% from the field. They average 88 points per game, and they outscore their opponents by 13. In the last matchup, the Braves gave up 18 second chance points to Southwestern. They only lost that game by 6, so it is so important when Southwestern does miss shots that Ottawa gets on the board and clears the defensive glass. Ottawa has to find a way to stop the runs offensively from their opponent and realize the situation. Too many times Ottawa has given up big runs, whether it's a 24-4 run like we saw on Saturday or an 18-5 run to Southwestern in the first matchup. The Braves need to realize the situation. situation, and when teams get hot, you need to force the ball down low, slow the game up a little bit, and get it down to Taz Jones, Isaiah Palmer, and Mason McDowell, as those three guys have really been key on the block for the Braves this season. And lastly, feed your big men. Jones, Palmer, both with over Jones currently with 11 points per game, Palmer with 15, McDowell with 6 points and 4 rebounds, and they are a matchup disaster for any team, especially for Southwestern, who had players in foul trouble all night in both matchups, specifically Brent Smith, who leads the conference in blocks, is in the top 10 in the nation in blocks per game. If you can get him out of the lane, it allows your guards like Hollis Mitchell and Titus Rice to get in the lane, draw, and dish out to Alex Greisen, Jake Hansen, and Devin Perez on the wings, as the Braves have exited their huddle, and they will be coming out in the gold jerseys tonight, gold shorts, Ottawa across the chest in black, and gray stripe down the sides with the arrowhead on the side of the shorts. The Braves are 2-0 in February wearing the gold unis. Southwestern with their white jerseys, white shorts, Southwestern across the chest, and the tip is going to be won by Taz Jones as he goes over the top of Brent Smith. Braves going from left to right in the first half. Hollis Mitchell works it to Alex Greisen. Back to Mitchell. He's working the right side. 20 on the shot clock for the Braves. He'll hand off to Rice. Working to the middle of the floor. He'll hand off to Palmer. Ottawa continues to run the motion as it gets back to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell screen from Taz Jones. Pick and roll with Jones, who loses the handle, and he ends up kicking it out of bounds. So Ottawa with their first turnover of the evening. But you could tell Ottawa really trying to force the ball inside to Taz Jones, and a unique matchup here to start this one. It's going to be Isaiah Palmer on Cameron Hunt, which it's been Titus Rice on that matchup most of the season, and a quick reach-in foul is going to be called on Ottawa as Alex Greisen was trying to defend DJ Wallace on the right block, and he gets called for the reach-in. That's the first team foul on Ottawa here with 19:26 to play. Hunt to inbound, kicks it all the way in the corner to Fisher. Fisher will hold it on the right wing, back to Hunt in the right corner. Up top as that'll go to Jacob Horsch. He'll swing it left side for Fisher. On the block, it goes to Cam Hunt as he's guarded by Palmer. The lefty looks to spin, backing in, spins in the lane, goes off the glass, hits the side of the basket, and the Braves go the other way. Rice dribbling in the left corner, looking to cross over. Fisher goes up top to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell will reset. Left wing, he'll go to Titus Rice. Rice goes baseline, step back jumper, no good, but he's hit on the arm, and he's going to go to the line to shoot two. So Titus Rice, who had 21 points on Saturday, the leading scorer for the Braves, heads to the line to shoot two. Rice this season averaging 14 points and 3 rebounds a game, shoots 82% from the foul line. The senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, hits the first, and the Braves have the 1-0 lead. And the student section for Southwestern is quickly filling up. Very different atmosphere than we saw back on January 3rd when it was almost a completely empty building. Wallace, as Rice misses the second, Wallace gets the rebound, and he'll carry it to the left wing. Holds as he's guarded by Greisen. They'll kick it up top to Fisher. Swing it around the top of the key. They'll get it to Horsch in the corner for 3. His shot's no good. Rice with the rebound for the Braves as they lead 1-0. 18:37 remaining in the first half. Rice on the right wing trying to post up for Palmer down low. Aren't able to get it to him, so the Braves will reset. Up top it goes to Palmer. Swings it left side for Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell takes the free throw line jumper. He'll hit. Hollis Mitchell gives Ottawa a 3-0 lead with 8:20 remaining in the first half. And that is his spot on the floor just outside the free throw line. And Ottawa with a 3-point lead. Fisher on the other end. He'll go to Wallace in the left corner. He works his way to the free throw line. Looking to go down low. Kicks it back up top to Fisher. And 13 on the shot clock here for the Builders. They'll hand off to Cameron Hunt. Hunt with the pick and roll from Smith. Nice job by Palmer to cut him off. Hunt in the lane, loses the handle. It's stolen away by Isaiah Palmer, and the Braves have a 3-on-3. Greisen left wing, and he'll slow it up now for the Braves. And now Hollis Mitchell again calling out the offense as he works to the right wing to Titus Rice. Rice up top to Taz Jones. Back to Titus Rice. Screen from Taz Jones. Rice will take the straightaway 3. It's off the front of the rim. He fights for the rebound, gets the offensive board, and then it's stolen away. And going the other way is Southwestern. Horsch dribbles to the left wing, picks up his dribble, goes cross court to Cam Hunt. Hunt jab steps, thought about the 3. He goes down low to Brent Smith. Smith in the lane, kicks it up top to Fisher, swings it to Horsch. Down low to Wallace on the left block. Wallace backing in on Greisen. In the lane, shot's no good, but another whistle, and that's on Greisen, his second. You can tell Southwestern is trying to attack Alex Greisen. DJ Wallace has a little bit of a size advantage on him, and they have forced 2 fouls on the junior from Grapevine, Texas. And he is going to check out of this game. Free throw for Wallace is off the front rim. Into the game for the Braves will be Mason McDowell and Devin Perez as Jones, along with Greisen, will take a seat. Perez, the 6-foot senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mason McDowell, the 6'7" freshman from Paola, Kansas. Wallace's second free throw is good, and Southwestern gets on the board. And into the game for Southwestern now will be Lorenzo Martinez, as Brent Smith will take a seat. Martinez, a player that gives them a spark, as he is their tallest player at 6'8", the junior from Fairfield, California. Braves lead 3-1, 17:03 remaining in the first half. McDowell looking to go right by Martinez, goes off the glass, shot's no good. Offensive rebound put back by Isaiah Palmer. And a timeout called by Southwestern. And head coach Matt O'Brien will take a quick 30-second break. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
If you have been in an accident, tell your insurance company you want your repairs done at CarStar Ottawa. We can arrange for your tow, your car rental, and deal with your insurance company all with one phone call. No need for multiple estimates and worry. Call 242-8916. Relax. We'll take it from here.
And we're back here in Winfield, Kansas, as the Braves lead 5-1. 16:55 remaining in the first half. Alex Greisen does have 2 fouls, but Devin Perez has played big minutes this season, specifically while Alex Greisen was hurt during that 6-game span. So you know Perez can get hot from behind the arc. Shot on the far side by Wallace is no good, and Ottawa again gets the quick defensive board. Palmer up top to Titus Rice. Rice looking to go baseline, dribbles and loses the handle, and going the other way is DJ Wallace. Wallace all the way to the basket, shot's no good, but he's hit on the arm by Devin Perez. And for the Braves, that is turnover number 3 already. Just being careless with the basketball on the offensive end. So Wallace back to the line. He's 1 of 2 on the evening. On the year, DJ Wallace averages 14 points and 5 rebounds a game, shoots 60% from the foul line. Free throw is up and good for Wallace. Into the game for Southwestern will be Lawan Hardy, a player that went off against Ottawa just a couple weeks ago. Hardy, the 6-foot freshman from Houston, Texas. And we'll get a number on the second player to come in. Wallace will hit both. Also into the game will be Andrew Ham, the 6'3 sophomore, and Kyrese Mills, the 6'3 junior from Raleigh, North Carolina. So Ottawa leads 5-3, 16:24 remaining in our first half. They'll throw it to Palmer at the free throw line. Down low it goes to McDowell. He'll lose the handle, but it's tipped out to Devin Perez, and the Braves have 15 on the shot clock. Hardy all over Hollis Mitchell, kicks it to Palmer. Kicks it back out to Perez. Perez in the lane, kicks it out to Hollis Mitchell. He'll shoot the 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Rice had the handle, and it's taken away. Going the other way is Lawan Hardy. He'll leave it to Ham, who goes baseline. He's trapped, and he's going to travel as he was cut off by McDowell and Perez, who forced the turnover on Andrew Ham. Into the game for Ottawa will be Jake Hansen, as Isaiah Palmer will take a seat. And Hollis Mitchell looking to slow it up as he crosses the SC logo at the middle of the floor. They have the two-tone floor here at Stewart Fieldhouse. Three-pointer from Mason McDowell from straight away, and he hits. McDowell had 9 points against Southwestern in his first appearance in conference play back in early January. Pass almost stolen away, still makes it to Hunt in the right corner. Up top to Lawan Hardy. They'll swing it across the top of the key. Driving is Fisher, backing in on Hansen, and they're going to call a travel on Southwestern, as that's actually going to go on Kyrese Mills. And for the Mound Builders, that is turnover number 3. Martinez comes out as Brent Smith comes back in for the Builders. Braves lead 8-3. 15:20 remaining in the first half. Mitchell works his way to the right wing, and they're going to clear out the right side of the floor. Looking to post up, they'll throw the lob inside, and it's going to be stolen away by Lawan Hardy. And Mitchell telegraphed that one. Hunt, right side to Ham. to Mills. He gets to the free throw line. They'll kick it back up top to Hunt. He jab steps, drives on Perez, and they're going to call a foul on Ottawa. And if that's on Perez, that is his second. Braves are running out of guards. Into the game for Southwestern is Andre St. Vistal, 6'2 senior from Queens, New York. In for the Braves will be Jackson Mallory, along with Jacob Neidig. Mallory, the 6'2 freshman from Lawrence, Kansas. Neidig, the 6'3 senior from Nixa, Missouri, as taking a seat for the Braves will be Devin Perez and Hollis Mitchell. Pass goes in the corner, as that'll go to Ham. They'll kick it back up top to St. Vistal. Right corner, back to Ham, to St. Vistal. They'll swing it to Hardy on the left side of the floor. And he's going to reset with 10 on the shot clock, looking for a pick and roll. He's going to get it. Hardy thought about the step back three. He'll kick it to Mills. Mills with the free throw line jumper. It's off the front rim. And the Braves with the defensive board by Titus Rice. Rice swings it to Neidig. He'll dribble to the middle of the floor. Now works it to the left wing as he'll hand off to Hansen. Hansen cut off by Mills. Still driving. Spins in the lane, loses the handle. Kicks it out to McDowell. McDowell leaves it for Titus Rice. 10 on the shot clock for the Braves. Back to McDowell. Open for three from the right wing. It's off the back rim. No good. Ball's batted around and taken by Lawan Hardy. He'll quickly push it the other way as Mallory picks him up. Hardy to Ham, who goes baseline, and a block's going to be called on Titus Rice. And that is the 5th team foul already on the Braves. Both teams off to a slow start shooting. Specifically Southwestern, who is 0 of 4 from the floor. Jones will come into the game for McDowell. He'll take a seat with that three-pointer and a couple big rebounds. He'll throw it out to Ham. It's partially tipped. He has it at the free throw line. Now he'll dribble back to the right wing. Pass up top as that will go to Hardy. And 16 on the shot clock for the Builders. Southwestern averages 88 points per game. They scored 92 in the first matchup and 86 in the second against the Braves this season. Mallory with the rebound. He'll kick it back to Rice. And they go down low to Taz Jones. Jones working on Smith. Has it stripped away by Mills. Hardy driving on Rice. Takes the contact shot. It's partially blocked by Jacob Neidig. And it'll stay with Southwestern. Good help defense from that backside by Jacob Neidig. Palmer comes into the game for Jake Hansen. So it'll be Lawan Hardy to inbound. Hardy with 28 points against Ottawa 2 weeks ago. Hardy still trying to get it in. Finally goes to Mills in the left corner. He goes back up top to St. Vistal. They'll swing it around the top of the key to Hardy. Hardy fakes the three, goes baseline, and he's going to be called for the travel as Jackson Mallory cut him off on the baseline. And more subs coming for Southwestern as Myron Fisher back into the game, along with Cam Hunt, DJ Wallace. So 3 subs into the game for Southwestern. 13:25 remaining in our first half. Braves lead 8-3. Mallory, right wing to Titus Rice. Screen there by Taz Jones. They'll swing it to Neidig. Now leave it for Mallory. Mallory works his way to the middle of the floor. Tried to go back to Isaiah Palmer. He wasn't looking for it, so we have to reset with 10 on the shot clock. Neidig with the double screen. Works the left side of the floor. Trying to go down low to Taz Jones. They do. He spins in the lane. They double team. Tries to go off the glass. And it is too strong as Cam Hunt goes the other way. Hunt guarded by Neidig. They'll leave it out to Fisher. Right wing pass to Hardy. His three from the right wing is good. Braves lead has been cut to 2, 8-6. Palmer guarded by Wallace. And you can tell Southwestern really trying to help down low. Taz Jones has turned it over twice so far tonight. Mallory all the way to the basket, and he's going to be fouled before the shot as they call it on the floor. But nice job by Mallory as that is going to go on Lawan Hardy, his first. So now he has to be careful. And a little bit of contact here as they're stacked up. And now the official's going to blow some whistles and talk to the players. Braves lead 8-6, 12:30 remaining in our first half. Jackson Mallory will inbound for the Braves. And the official still talking to the players here. I think the officials trying to get a handle on this. And both teams asking for the fans to cheer. Ottawa really feeds off the emotion. They've been one of those teams all year. Neidig will hold it on the left wing. Thought about the three. Goes back up top to Titus Rice. Rice, screen coming from Jones. Goes by one defender. Takes the jumper from just outside the free throw line. It's no good. Put back by Isaiah Palmer is. And the Braves lead by 4 with 12-12 to play in the first half. Hunt on Neidig. Right wing to Hardy. He leaves it for Mills on the right wing. They'll go back up top and reset. Right side's Wallace. Up top to Hardy. Mallory falls down as Fisher shoots there. Make that Hardy hits the three. Mallory got tripped up, and if the the fans on both sides for Southwestern thinking Mallory got crossed over. He tripped over the defender for Southwestern. And Mallory almost turns it over on the other end as he'll go to Titus Rice. Rice, guarded by Fisher. Rice driving, loses the handle, and they're going to call a foul on the floor on Southwestern. And that's on Hardy. That's his second, so he's going to have to check out of the game as Horsch will come in. Hardy scored 6 of Southwestern's 9 points so far. But when Southwestern scores, they feed off that on the defensive end, and this first half, Ottawa has to deal with the student section just to their left. Taz Jones, back to Neidig. Neidig driving. He will leave it for Isaiah Palmer. He'll shoot the three from straight away. It's off the back rim, no good. Wallace with the board for Southwestern with a chance to take their first lead of the half. Wallace driving, and a quick block is going to be called on Isaiah Palmer, and that is going to be the 16th foul on Ottawa. A little different than what we saw in Hillsborough on Saturday, where neither team got into the bonus in the first half, and Tabor was the only team to get into the bonus in the second. But already 16 fouls on Ottawa, which is going to force Alex Greisen to come into the game with those 2 fouls, as Jacob Neidig will take a seat. They'll inbound it to Brent Smith. He'll work right wing for Fisher. Fisher up top to Horsch. They'll swing it left side for Wallace. Lob down low to Smith is knocked out of bounds by Taz Jones. Into the game for the first time for Southwestern will be Trey Baker, the 6'7" sophomore from Mays, Kansas, as Brent Smith will take a seat. In the first matchup between these two squads, it was an offensive slugfest, and especially a dunk fest, as there was over 10 dunks in that first matchup. Not as many in Wilson Fieldhouse, but this is a much bigger floor. When you get out on the break, you can really space the floor here at Southwestern. Hunt with 2 on the shot clock, kicks it in the corner for Horsch. He hits the three. Not a whole lot you can do if you're Hollis Mitchell, as the shot clock was going down, and Southwestern really just had to throw it up. Taz Jones backing in on Baker. Spins baseline, gets up and under, and he's fouled on the arm. And it could go on DJ Wallace. I think they're going to call it on Baker, though. Yes, they will. As that goes on Trey Baker, his first, team's fourth. So Taz Jones, who goes to the line to shoot 2, averaging 11 points and 8 rebounds a game, a 52% foul shooter. Much improved from early on in the season. His first one, though, is no good. Into the game for Southwestern will be Kyrie Mills, as taking a seat will be DJ Wallace. 12-10, Southwestern leads, 10:31 remaining in the half. Jones' second free throw is up and good. He goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Ottawa trails by 1. Hunt, again, guarded by Palmer, goes right side for Horsch. They go to Hunt as he backs in on Palmer. Still gets in the lane, kicks it back out to Baker. Cross-court pass, that'll go to Fisher. To Hunt, left side, it'll go to Mills. Getting in the lane is Mills. He looks to go off the glass. His shot's no good. Taz Jones with the defensive rebound, and you see the Ottawa coaches asking the officials how that's not a foul on that side of the floor. Mitchell looking to give Ottawa the lead here. They'll go to Palmer at the left block. They'll hand off to Greisen. Greisen to Mitchell. And he'll hold it on the right wing. To the free throw line to Taz Jones. Jones driving on Baker. Takes the contact. Shot's too strong, though. And Horsch with the defensive board. And he goes back to Cameron Hunt. Hunt driving on Palmer. Gets in the lane. Shot's partially blocked. Rebound, battled for, and Hollis Mitchell has it. Mitchell looking to push the pace. Gets by Horsch, takes the free throw line jumper. It's good for Hollis Mitchell. And he's got 4 for the Braves as the Braves take the lead 13-12. 9:26 remaining in the half. Horsch, right side to Hunt. He's left open for three. Can't do that. Shot's no good, though, but an offensive rebound by Mills. And a foul is going to be called on Ottawa on the floor, but it's going to be 1-1 either way. And that's going to go... It's going to go on Taz Jones, which that's a little perplexing because Jones was on the other side of the floor. So that's Jones' first. Still the line for Southwestern will be Kyrese Mills. Mills averages 5 points, 3 rebounds a game, 44% foul shooter. As into the game for the Braves will be Mason McDowell. Taking a seat will be Taz Jones. Mills, the lefty from Raleigh, North Carolina. First free throw is good. We're tied up at 13. Fantastic crowd here tonight in the quarterfinals of the KCAC tournament. Mills goes 2 for 2. And Southwestern regains the lead by 1, 14-13. 9:15 to play in the half, and now they drop into a 1-3-1 zone, which has given Ottawa problems as they trap in the corners, and they have Brent Smith usually at the top. Rice left open for three. It's good in the corner for Titus Rice, and the Braves lead by 2, 16-14. It's one thing you can do, though, if you're able to skip pass on the zone, as Titus Rice was just left wide open. Hardy up top to Horsch, wide open for three again, and he hits. Jacob Horsch, who's ranked 17th in the country in field goal percentage and field goals made from behind the arc, is a player that hasn't had great games against the Braves this season, but tonight he's 2 of 2. Right to the basket goes Hollis Mitchell. He tries to go off the glass as he took the contact from Brent Smith. As Lawan Hardy didn't want to pick up a second foul. Horsch left open in the corner for three again. Shot's no good. Rebound by Titus Rice. Braves get lucky as Horsch was wide open. Rice looking to drive, takes the contact. Shot's good, and they're going to say it's on the floor. Wow. We saw that exact same foul go the way of the Braves on Saturday as Rice hit one of those against Tabor. Tough break for Titus Rice. Brent Smith will come out of the game as that foul goes on Kyrese Mills, his first. Martinez back into the game for the Builders. He'll lob it into Palmer on the left wing. Now on the right block goes Mason McDowell. McDowell with the right hand, easy floater from 3 feet. The Braves take the lead 18-17. Cam Hunt, right wing, goes to Mills. Left side to Hardy. Hardy left open for three. No one put a hand in his face. He misses everything and falls off the glass into the hands of McDowell. He'll lob it down to Titus Rice. Rice jab step back three is good. And Titus Rice off to a blazing start here in the first half. He's got 7. The Braves lead by 4, 21-17. Rice picking up where he left off on Saturday. Hunt goes baseline. He loses the handle. Gets his own rebound, kicks it back up to Hardy. Hardy driving in the corner. It goes to Mills for three. It's off the back rim, no good. And Palmer with the board for the Braves. And Titus Rice going to bring it up himself. Goes to Palmer. Right wing to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell gets the screen from Palmer. He'll take the jumper. It's off the side rim. That looked good leaving his hands. But Martinez with the rebound for Southwestern. Hunt, right side to Mills. They'll swing it to Horsch. Up top it goes to Hardy. Right wing to Hunt. Screen from Mills. Hunt gets to the free throw line. Good help defense there by Ottawa. They'll kick it back out to Hunt. 10 on the shot clock for Southwestern. Hunt, jab step, takes the contact. Shot's no good. But a foul called on Alex Greisen, and that's going to be his third. Alex Greisen just cannot avoid getting out of foul trouble here. And he's going to go to the bench, but the players you bring on will be Devin Perez, who also has 2 fouls. So Cam Hunt to the line, and not a player you want to send to the line if you're Ottawa, as Hunt hits the first on the season. He shoots 82% from the foul line. Horsch will come out of the game, along with Kyrese Mills. Wallace, along with Jalen Fisher, back into the game for the Builders. Leading scorers right now for Southwestern. Horsch, along with Hardy, has 6. For the Braves, Rice has 7. Second free throw good for Hunt, as he's going to check out of the game for Andrew Ham. Rice comes out of the game as Jake Hansen back in for Ottawa. This is one of the bigger lineups Ottawa has, and they've used it quite often this season. So you have Hansen, Palmer, and Jones. Hansen's a big matchup problem for guards in this league as he goes 6'4". They'll kick it out to Perez, who loses the handle on the left wing. Perez driving on Ham. He'll pass it down to Jones on the right block. Jones getting in the lane, kicks it back up top to Perez. Perez, step back three. No, he'll kick it back out to Hansen. He'll take the contact. His shot's no good. He'll lose the handle. Put back's no good either, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. Jake Hansen was in great position for that backside rebound. After he missed the shot, he knew exactly how far it was going to go, and he put way too much on that first attempt. So he ran right where he knew the basketball was going to be, picked it up, and now will shoot 2. First one up and good for the junior from Effingham, Kansas. A transfer from Heston Community College. And Hansen can really be a spark off the bench for this Braves team. Hansen's second free throw, it's off the back rim, and Martinez tracks it down for the Builders. And again, here comes Lawan Hardy. 6 points already. Ham, left side to Hardy. Hardy working inside the lane, loses the handle. Can't pick it up, though, and Ham finally does, as it would have been a double dribble. Ham, right wing pass, goes to Mills. In the corner, it goes to Hardy. Hardy going baseline, spins in the lane, easy layup, as he goes right by Hollis Mitchell. The Braves lead has been cut to 1, 22-21, 5:52 remaining in the first half. Perez on the right wing. Up top it goes to Palmer. Left wing to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell to the free throw line. Kick to Hansen. They'll post up with Palmer. Step back jumper is off the mark. It's no good. And there's Martinez again as he was able to box out Taz Jones. Hardy will leave it for Fisher. Fisher goes right by his defender. They'll kick it in the corner to Ham for 3. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Wallace, and he'll play it back in. Braves just not boxing out down low as they got caught ball watching, and an easy putback. And now the lead for Southwestern as they lead 23-22. Jones, right short corner, backing down on Martinez. They'll kick it up to Palmer. He'll shoot the straightaway 3. It's off the mark, no good. And again, Martinez with the defensive board. Hardy, right side to Ham. To Wallace in the right short corner. Back to Ham on the right wing, and now he'll leave it for Hardy. 4:55 remaining in the half. Braves trail by 1, 23-22. Hardy works his way back towards the center circle. Now going as with the push-off. No call there by the officials. Wallace will have it. Step-back jumper off the back rim. No good. Hollis Mitchell with the board for the Braves. Mitchell will push. Looking to go by his defender. He's stripped by Hardy from behind. And he's looking to go the length of the floor, and he'll dunk it with the right hand. And Mitchell getting careless with the basketball. Tried to dribble into a whole host of Southwestern defenders. And an offensive foul off the ball called on Ottawa. And they're going to call the push-off on Taz Jones. That's the 9th team foul on the Braves. The officials really not letting either team get in any type of a groove. And a timeout has been called by the Braves. It is a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit QualityStructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
When it's time to see a dentist, contact Dr. Hale Family Dentistry. Extractions and wisdom teeth are just 2 of their specialties. Now in 2 locations, Ottawa and Garnett. Call 785-242-1800 because your smile deserves it.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back as Southwestern has taken a 3-point lead and an opportunity to extend that lead as they are already in the bonus. The Braves still need one more foul to reach the bonus. Ottawa has 7 turnovers, and Southwestern's turned that into 5 points. Both teams shooting below 40%. Southwestern 7 of 21, Braves 8 of 21. But 4 of those 7 shots by the Builders have been 3-pointers. Horsch, left side for Cameron Hunt. He goes baseline. He's cut off. They'll kick it back out to Horsch. Right side, DJ Wallace. Step back jumper for Wallace, and he'll hit. And when Southwestern gets rolling, they are a tough train to stop. They've made their last 4 baskets. They had their largest lead of the game at 5, 27-22. Rice. Right-hand dribble. They'll kick it to McDowell in the right corner. McDowell working on Smith. He takes the contact. His shot's blocked. McDowell goes off the glass and finishes. Nice job by McDowell to stay with it after getting blocked by Smith the first time. Hunt looking to go all the way to the basket. Shot's good and the foul. And that is another matchup nightmare for the Braves is Titus Rice having to guard Cameron Hunt. When Palmer's on him, he has the length to not stay step for step with him. But Rice defensively doesn't have the speed to stay with Hunt. And Hunt with a chance to complete the 3-point play. He's got 4 points. That's his first made bucket of the night. Makes him 1 of 4. Free throw is up and good for Hunt. As Baker will come into the game for Smith for Southwestern. Southwestern with their biggest lead of the night at 6, 30-24. 3:38 remaining in the half. Hansen, right wing, works his way to Titus Rice. Rice driving on Fisher. He'll hand off to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell inside to McDowell as he works on Baker. McDowell, nice job with the up and under move as he goes right by Baker. And the Braves are down by 4, 30-26. The maturation of Mason McDowell has been a sight to see for the Braves and a much-needed presence off the bench for Taz Jones this year. Expect some big things for him in the future. Hunt getting to the free throw line. Takes the contact, throws it off the rim as his shot's no good. McDowell with the board. Mitchell looks to push to Perez. Left open for 3. Oh, it's halfway down and pops out. Good look by Devin Perez, though. You want him to take that shot every chance he gets. Hunt all the way to the basket. He's going to be called for a travel. But again, he looked to go right past Titus Rice, and your bigs down low have to help out defensively when Cameron Hunt barrels his way down the lane. For the Builders, that's turnover number 5. Perez with the screen from McDowell. They'll kick it out to Hansen. Down low again, it goes to McDowell, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Baker. So McDowell's going to get to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the second on Troy Baker. And quickly to the scorer's table goes Brent Smith. And here comes Brent Smith as McDowell heads to the foul line. On the year, McDowell averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds a game. He's a 55% foul shooter. 11 of 20 on the season. First one is up and good for McDowell. He's already into double figures as that's his 10th point of the evening. McDowell's second is off the back rim, no good, and Hunt with the board. Again, looking to push the pace. He'll get a screen from Wallace, and he will kick it up top to Fisher. Right wing, it goes to Hunt, left open for 3, and it's good. And now Cam Hunt with 8 points. Again, Ottawa working to McDowell as he works on Smith. McDowell takes the contact, tries to go off the glass, and it goes for McDowell. And crashing to the floor is Devin Perez as Horsch and Perez get tangled up after the play. No whistle by the officials there. Now Wallace working on Perez, a big mismatch. Wallace gets in the lane. He gets stuck, goes down low to Brent Smith. And they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane on Brent Smith for the 6th turnover of the night on Southwestern. End of the game for the Braves will be Isaiah Palmer along with Jacob Neidick. 33-29, Southwestern leads. 1:49 remaining here in this first half of the KCAC quarterfinals. We will check on all the scores around the conference. One game was postponed. That was Tabor at Oklahoma Wesleyan due to the weather. Mitchell, right side to Neidig. As Southwestern dropping into a 2-3 zone. They'll throw it down low to Palmer. Palmer working on Smith. Shot's no good. Put back. Oh, almost goes for McDowell, but he's going to be hit on the arm and gets to shoot two. McDowell having himself a first half. McDowell will shoot two. Mason McDowell's career high was 14 points against Friends back on February 14th. He's got 12 tonight. First one is up and good for Mason McDowell. Juan Hardy will come back in. He's got 2 fouls. Mitchell needs to realize that and try to attack Hardy as much as possible, as Jalen Fisher will come out for Southwestern. Make that Myron Fisher. Jalen Fisher plays for TCU. Right side free throw is no good. It hits the right side of the rim, and Southwestern gets the board as the Braves still trail by 3, 33-30. Horsch will have it as Hardy looks to go left side. Hardy going baseline. It'll go to Wallace in the lane. His layup's good. Quickly the other way is Jake Hansen. He'll go back up top to Isaiah Palmer. Now Mitchell. 35-30, Builders lead. 1 minute to play in the half. Neidig picks up his dribble, goes to McDowell. Ottawa with not a whole lot of movement here on this possession. Mitchell in the corner, it goes to Jake Hansen. He'll shoot the straightaway three. It's no good. And DJ Wallace going to continue to dribble it as LaJuan Hardy will have it. Kicks it in the corner to Horsch for three. It's off the side of the rim, and it goes as it looked like Wallace had his hand in the cylinder. And another three-pointer for Southwestern. That's their 6th of the first half, and they have their biggest lead at 38-30. 11-second differential between shot clock and game clock, and the Braves need a big basket here to go into halftime. They trail by 8. Hardy on Mitchell. Back up top to McDowell. Again, straightaway three from McDowell is no good. And now Southwestern can hold for the last shot. They have 10 seconds. Wallace going baseline on McDowell. And they're going to call a foul on Neidig as he got tangled up with Cameron Hunt, which is going to send Hunt to the line to shoot two. That's the first on Neidig. 10th team foul on the Braves. So Hunt to the line again. 3 of 3 on the evening. He's got 8 points on 2 of 6 shooting. 1 of 2 from behind the arc. The Braves potentially could be down by 10 points at the half if Hunt can hit both. First one is up and good for Cameron Hunt. Devin Perez into the game for Neidig. Also Titus Rice checking in for Jake Hansen. Myron Fisher back into the game for Southwestern. Second free throw on the way for Cameron Hunt is good. Southwestern now 9 of 10 from the foul line in the first half. Mitchell hands off to Titus Rice. 4 seconds. Straightaway three from Titus Rice is no good. Horsch will take the shot, and it's going to be no good as time runs out in the first half. And the Braves trail by 10. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Everyone wants an Advantage, right? So when it comes to your electric needs, how do you get one? You hire Advantage Electric. Why? You get the advantage of credible and professional crews who can get the job done, whether it's large and industrial or small and residential. You get the advantage of their years of experience and working right here in your own community. And you get the advantage of knowing that Advantage Electric will be there for you should you have problems, questions, or even a new custom lighting idea. Get the advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
Having a strong foundation and teamwork makes for a successful season. Working with the team at Dials Construction for your foundation and concrete needs makes for a successful and happy home. Turning your dreams into reality. Dial Dials Construction at 785-418-8211.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Back here at Stewart Fieldhouse as the Braves trail at the half, 40-30. As Ottawa got off to a tremendous start, it was 5-1 Braves with 16:55 remaining in the first half. But Ottawa got into foul trouble early and often as Alex Greisen picked up his second foul and had to go to the bench. Devin Perez was able to come into the game, and he picks up 2 fouls. And Jacob Neidig was forced to play some big minutes in that first half for the Braves, as he also has 1. So the Braves are in foul trouble from that guard position. By the 4:24 mark, Southwestern had taken the lead at 25-22, as Ottawa by that point had 7 turnovers, and Southwestern had converted 5 points off of Ottawa's 7 turnovers as they trail 40-30. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. When we come back, we will look over the first half stats. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KLFO.
Everyone wants an Advantage, right? So when it comes to your electric needs, how do you get one? You hire Advantage Electric. Why? You get the advantage of credible and professional crews who can get the job done, whether it's large and industrial or small and residential. You get the advantage of their years of experience and working right here in your own community. And you get the advantage of knowing that Advantage Electric will be there for you should you have problems, questions, or even a new custom lighting idea. Get the advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Welcome back to the Advantage Electric halftime show. When it comes to your electric needs, don't be shocked at the outcome if you try and do it yourself. Whether it's spawns with a fuse box, you need a ceiling fan installed, or if you need a licensed contractor for larger products like a new home or office, get the Advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main in Ottawa. Call 418-1218. And the Braves have put themselves in a little bit of a hole here as they trail 40-30 at the end of the first half. Looking at leading scorers so far for Southwestern, they have 2 players in double figures. That's Cameron Hunt, who has 10, also Lawan Hardy with 10. So the 2 players that have given Ottawa the biggest problems, and the majority of the KCAC in general, who they have really been a problem for teams to stop all year. They both with 10 points. Jacob Horsch has 9 points, all from behind the arc. DJ Wallace with 9. Cameron Hunt, or Kyrese Mills has 2 for Southwestern. They shoot 44% from the field in the first half. At one point, they were as low as 28% with under 10 minutes to play in the half, and went on quite the tear to extend that lead out to 10 before the end of the half. 54% from behind the arc. They're 6 of 11 from behind the arc. On the year, they average just over 9 made three-pointers per game, so well on their way to reaching that on the year, as they are 6 of 11, and 10 of 11 from the foul line are the builders. For the Braves, leading scorer in that first half was freshman Mason McDowell. He had 13 points on 5 of 9 shooting, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, and 2 of 4 from the foul line. He also had 4 rebounds for the Braves. Behind him, Titus Rice has 7 points, Hollis Mitchell with 4, Taz Jones with 1, Isaiah Palmer with 4, Jake Hansen with 1 for the Braves. They only shoot 36% in the first half. They were over 45% in the first 10 minutes of tonight's contest, and the Braves only 3 of 11 from behind the arc for 27% and 5 of 10 from the foul line. And Braves only shot 50% from the foul line on Saturday as well, and this is a team that on average shoots over 73% from the foul line. One point this year, they were as high as 77% as a team, but as the year has gone on, they have continued to struggle. And in tournament games, that is the area where you have to excel. And when Ottawa gets to the foul line in the second half, they have to convert. And we haven't seen the guys that usually get to the foul line, like Isaiah Palmer, Hollis Mitchell, Titus Rice, just kind of looking. Of those three players, Titus Rice is the only player that's attempted a free throw. So he is 1 of 2. After that, Jake Hansen's 1 of 2, Taz Jones 1 of 2, and Mason McDowell 2 of 4. So the guys that you need to get to the foul line are not doing it right now, and you have to continue attacking the basket. I know these officials have been a little inconsistent on the way they have called this game. On the defensive end, it seems like Ottawa has been called for some early fouls, which really forced them to not play as tight on Cameron Hunt and Lawan Hardy. And, you gave Hardy some wide-open looks, along with Cameron Hunt late in that second half, where they were able to convert and just really losing Jacob Horsch at times in the first half, and a guy that's in the top 15 from behind the arc on the season. Neither team had a fast break point in that first half. There were 7 points off turnovers for Southwestern, 5 for the Braves. The Braves did have 14 points in the paint, and a lot of those coming from Mason McDowell, who had 10 just by himself. Ottawa has 8 second chance points, Southwestern with 4. Braves with 14 bench points, Southwestern with 12. Braves did not score in the final 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Southwestern's last basket was at the 44-second mark of the first half. Largest lead for the Braves was by 5 at the 15:40 mark of the first half. For Southwestern, it was by 11 with 13 seconds remaining in the first. Score was tied twice, and there were 7 lead changes in the first half. We're going to take another break here on the Advantage Electric Halftime Show. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back here on the Advantage Electric Halftime Show. When it comes to your electric needs, don't be shocked at the outcome. You try and do it yourself, whether it's problems with a fuse box, you need a ceiling fan installed, or if you need a licensed contractor for larger products like a new home or office. Get the Advantage. Advantage Electric, 229 North Main in Ottawa. Call 418-1218. We're going to run through the other games going on this evening. Only 2 other games after the Oklahoma Wesleyan-Tabor game was postponed to tomorrow night. And a shocker going on currently in Salina as Friends has taken control over Kansas Wesleyan 52-31 at the half. And I'm going to go ahead and check and see how many points Jordan Murdoch has at the half. I'm going to assume it's the majority. And he has 20 points at the break, so he is well on his way to having a huge night for Friends. St. Mary's all over York, 46-29. That one also at halftime. And then here it's 40-30. Looking at the games from last night in the ladies bracket, we'll go ahead and pull up those scores for you, as the Lady Braves did not make the KCAC tournament this year, so they were left out of, as they finished in the 9th spot, just 1 spot out of getting into the KCAC tournament. Looking at recent scores, Oklahoma Wesleyan defeated Kansas Wesleyan 86-74. St. Mary's beat Sterling 77-74. Tabor beats Bethany 70-60. Friends defeats McPherson 66-62. We'll go ahead and take another break. You're listening to the Advantage Electric Halftime Show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Having a strong foundation and teamwork makes for a successful season. Working with the team at Dials Construction for your foundation and concrete needs makes for a successful and happy home. Turning your dreams into reality. Dial Dials Construction at 785-418-8211.
This is Ryan Disborough, your State Farm insurance agent in Garnett, providing insurance and financial services, including retirement options, bank loans, life insurance, and annuities. Call and schedule your financial services consultation today at 785-448-1660.
Since 1944, families of Franklin County have called Dingle & Son Mortuary and Crematory in their time of need. Why? Because of the peace of mind received knowing that Dingle & Son will take charge and exceed expectations. Visit dinglemortuary.com.
Ransom Memorial Health is proud to announce that the new emergency department at Ransom Memorial Hospital is open, ready, and waiting for you should you or your family have a sudden need for immediate and remarkable care. Close to home, close to your heart. Visit ransom.org.
Fast savings, fast service, and we will beat your best price on tires, guaranteed. That's the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Bob Allen Ford. Save big now on brakes with complete Motorcraft brake service as low as $149.99. New pads and rotor machining and a lifetime brake pad guarantee. Don't settle for inferior products. Get the peace of mind with Quick Lane and Motorcraft factory parts at Bob Allen Ford. Don't wait. Get your brakes replaced now with a lifetime guarantee at the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center at Bob Allen Ford in Overland Park and now Ottawa, Kansas.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Braves basketball teams the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
This is Dr. Mike Hyatt of Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. When we look at chiropractic, we're looking at a natural form of health care that doesn't seek to add anything into the body or take anything out of it. And so when we look at chiropractic and how it helps alleviate pain, it does that by restoring normal function to the body's nerve system and allowing the body to heal itself. That's how chiropractic works.
Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Call 785-242-4100.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Braves basketball teams the best of luck this season. Find information about city events, bill paying, or current employment opportunities by visiting online at ottawaks.gov.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Welcome back as we look to start our second half as the Braves are down to potentially their last 20 minutes of the season. And for the seniors on this roster, Hollis Mitchell, Titus Rice, along with Will Owens and Jacob Neidig and Tag Oldham. This could be it for them. And I would like to see this team come out with a strong start here in the second half. They won't have to deal with the Southwestern student section on their side of the floor as it is completely empty on that. There's probably 10 or 15 people compared to the 60 students that are standing on this end of the floor, as the Braves will be attacking from right to left here in the second half. It'll be Palmer along with Rice, Jones, Greisen, and Mitchell. Greisen with those three fouls for Southwestern. It's going to be Fisher, Horsch, Wallace, Hunt, and Mills. Pass goes down low to Wallace on the right block as he works his way in the lane. He'll take the jumper from 5 feet, and it's good. Southwestern up by 12. Just too easy, and they worked where I thought they would, where they had Wallace working on Greisen, and Greisen with those three fouls really has no chance to try and put any type of body on DJ Wallace, and that's exactly how he works. Pass goes down low to Taz Jones as he's working on Smith. Shot is good for Taz Jones, and he also draws the foul for a chance to complete the three-point play. Jones in the first half was 1 of 2 from the foul line, had 1 point and 3 rebounds. Tez Jones, the 6'5 junior from Parkin, Arkansas, does not complete the three-point play. And the Braves' woes from the free throw line continue as they are now 5 of 11. Hunt with the screen from Brent Smith will leave it for Horsch. Back up top, it goes to Fisher. Left side to Horsch. In the corner to Wallace. Guarded by Greisen. Again, they're going to clear out that right side of the floor. Wallace working baseline. He's stuck there. He's going to be called for the travel. Good job by Greisen, allowing Wallace to create the contact that time. He worked his way too far under the basket and was forced to travel. Braves trail by 10, 19:05 remaining. Mitchell working to the right wing. And an offense, no, they're going to call, very surprising they didn't call the offensive foul on Taz Jones that time. Trying to get Wallace off of him, and Wallace did a good job of making a meal of it, but the officials not falling for it. So the foul goes on Wallace. That's the second team foul already on Southwestern here in the second half. Second foul of the night on Wallace. Jones working inside on the right block, spins in the lane, goes with the right hand, and lays it up. Braves quickly go into the big man to start this second half, and he's got all 4 points. Braves trail by 8. Fisher up top, works at right wing for Wallace. Wallace driving on Greisen, gets to the basket. His shot's no good. Brent Smith with the offensive board. He finds Horsch for 3. It's no good off the back rim, and there's Greisen with the board for the Braves. He leaves it for Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Hunt. He'll leave it for Palmer. Palmer gets in the lane with the left hand, misses the first one, gets the putback in the finish. Talked about Palmer and Jones in the during halftime. And they're going to call a foul on Isaiah Palmer on the other end for a reach-in foul on Cameron Hunt. Palmer pleading his case to the officials as Hunt was grabbing the right arm of Isaiah Palmer. And instead they call the foul on Hunt. That is Palmer's second, so he has to be careful now. The first team foul on the Braves in the second half. They've got it down to 6 after being down by 12 early on in this second half. Hunt to inbound for Southwestern. He goes out, throwing the lob to Wallace. Back up top to Fisher. Fisher up top to Horsch. Horsch loses the handle as it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Ottawa. And the officials really unsure of where that ball was going. I think Mitchell might have poked it out from behind. 20 on the shot clock for the Builders as they will inbound. It goes to Martinez. Now right wing to Fisher. Fisher to Hunt as he'll back in on Palmer. Still backing in, gets in the lane, goes with the left hand, shot's no good, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Martinez. Braves able to catch a break as Martinez, if he was able to corral that, would have laid it home. And instead, the ball goes back to Ottawa. 18:01 to play as Mitchell lets it roll up the floor. Left wing to Greisen. Greisen to Palmer, down low to Jones. Jones working on Martinez, gets in the lane, kicks it out to Greisen. Greisen to Rice. Rice gets to the free throw line, goes all the way to the basket, lays it home with the left hand for Titus Rice, and he's got 9. Braves are within 4, 42-38. Hunt still going, gets in the lane, kicks it up top to Fisher. Fisher to Wallace. Up top to Horsch. Back to Wallace in the right short corner as again he backs in on Greisen. All the way to the basket goes DJ Wallace, and a timeout called by Southwestern. It's going to be a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Messengers Home Furnishings in South Ottawa has a huge selection of sofas, love seats, recliners, tables, and chairs. Choose from hundreds, even thousands of fabrics and wood finishes, too. Visit Messengers Home Furnishings in Ottawa, or for more information, go to messengershomefurnishings.com.
Sutton's Jewelry is moving. They know that offering fine jewelry at a great price is only part of the story. Sutton's Jewelry is fully committed to providing a superior shopping experience, and that's why after 49 wonderful years, it's time for change. New location, fresh surroundings, more inventory, but the same professional service you've known through generations. Sutton's Jewelry opening March 1st at 213 South Main, where the family tradition of serving Ottawa and surrounding communities continues. Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Welcome back as the Braves start the second half on an 8-4 run as they trail by 6, 44-38. A lot of the offense running through the bigs as Isaiah Palmer and Taz Jones have scored all 8 points between the two of them 6 of those 8, as Titus Rice was able to finish with the left hand on the last possession. It's going to be Braves basketball with 17:26 remaining. Mitchell, right side to Greisen. Up top to Palmer. Work it right wing to Greisen. Back to Palmer. And Southwestern into a 1-2-2. Mitchell, up top to Rice. In the corner it goes to Palmer. He'll shoot the fadeaway 3. It's off the back rim. Offensive rebound by Greisen. His putback's no good from point-blank range, and Wallace goes the other way for Southwestern. Wallace to the basket. Layup's no good, and a foul called on Ottawa. And that's going to go on Greisen, his 4th. Greisen's going to come out of the game. So Devin Perez heads to the scorer's table as DJ Wallace goes to the line to shoot 2. DJ Wallace already with 13 points, 3 of 4 from the foul line, make it 4 of 5. And you can deal with LaJuan Hardy and Cameron Hunt getting theirs, but when players like DJ Wallace and Jacob Horr start making buckets and getting to the foul line, that is when they are so dangerous, and is why at one point they were within the top 10 of the NAIA, and which is why they're currently 22-6 on the year. Make it 24-6 on the year. Mitchell left side for Rice as Wallace goes 2 for 2. Rice back to Mitchell. 8-point lead for Southwestern. Rice driving, kicks it back to Mitchell. Trying to drive on the zone, looking to go off the glass, too strong. Mason McDowell with the offensive rebound and put back for Ottawa. McDowell now with a career-high 15 points. Horsch up top to Wallace, swings it left side. That goes to Mills. Driving is Wallace. He gets in the lane. His shot's good as he goes right by Titus Rice. And Rice, trying not to pick up the foul, has to let Wallace go right by him. Throwing it to Palmer at the right elbow. Palmer takes the contact from Martinez. It's no good as it pops right back out. And here comes Hunt. Hunt driving on Palmer. Kicks it out to Horsch. Back to Hunt. Hunt jab steps, goes right by Palmer. Hunt in the lane. Fades, back rim, shot's no good. Rice with the board. Rice to Mitchell. Back to Rice, driving. Leaves it for Perez. He'll shoot the 3. It's good. Big bucket for Devin Perez, who has been quiet over the last 3 games. Been battling a little bit of an injury. But what a huge basket for Devin Perez, and it gets the Braves within 5, 48-43. Hunt driving. Goes on McDowell. Shot's no good. It's an air ball. And Devin Perez gets the board for the Braves. Perez thought about pushing. Instead, he'll leave it for Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell back to Perez. Jab steps. Kicks it back to Mitchell. Swings it right side for Rice. Rice has it. Works it in the corner to Palmer. Back to Rice. To Perez. Open for 3 in the corner. It's off the back rim. No good. And a push-off is going to be called on Southwestern as McDowell was in a perfect position for the offensive rebound. And Jacob Horsch pushed off the back. So a fresh 5 comes in for Southwestern. At the end of the game will be Brent Smith, Kyrese Mills, Andrew Ham, LaJuan Hardy, and Jaron White. And it's the first action of the night for Jaron White, the 5'10 sophomore from Converse, Texas, right outside the Houston area. A lot of players from the state of Texas on this Southwestern squad. They'll inbound it to Titus Rice, who can't finish from 2 feet. Tried to throw the lob, and unfortunately he couldn't finish. Hardy backing in on Mitchell. Swings it left side for Mills. Up top to Hardy. Hardy to Ham, who has it on the floor. Ball still on the floor. Mitchell has it. And a foul will be called on the floor. And it's going to go on Ottawa. Hollis Mitchell dove to the floor, had the basketball, and they're going to say a foul on Mitchell. That's the 3rd team foul on the Braves, first on Mitchell. And Ham didn't want any part of that basketball. A great hustle play by Mitchell, and instead he is punished for it. And Southwestern has possession. Hardy with the screen from Smith. The pass goes off the leg of McDowell and out of bounds. Southwestern will inbound with 17 on the shot clock. Winner of this game gets the winner of St. Mary and York. As we said at the half, St. Mary's was up 46-29. In the lane is Mills. Backing in on Hanson. And a reach-in foul called on Hollis Mitchell. That's going to be Mitchell's second. And Mitchell just with a little help defense. He's going to check out of the game for Jackson Mallory. Can't fault Mitchell there as Mills didn't see him coming from the backside, and the officials bail him out again. In the corner, it goes to Mills, and a foul reach-in on Devin Perez now on the initial pass as he had his hand on the basketball. That's 3 fouls in less than 5 seconds on Ottawa. So that's the 15th foul on the Braves as the inbound will go to Ham. Ham, right wing, looks to travel. Backing in on Perez. They'll kick it up top to Mills. Now back to Ham. Ham has it. Goes to Mills. Now back to Hardy. 8 on the shot clock. Hardy looking to drive on Mallory. Hardy keeps it himself. Steps back. Kicks it to Mills, who loses the handle. Stolen away by Devin Perez. And they're going to call the shot clock violation on Southwestern. Mills not happy he didn't get the foul call, which would have been the 4th foul of the possession on Ottawa if they would have called it. Braves trail 48-43, 14-12 remaining. Ottawa just trying to hang around. Mallory to Hanson on the west side. They'll hand off to Perez. Perez looking to drive on Ham. He'll kick it out to Rice in the corner. Rice dribbles between the legs. Takes the jumper from just outside the foul line, and it goes for Titus Rice. The Braves are within 3. Hardy again looking to drive on Mallory. Goes all the way to the basket, off the glass. Shot's no good. McDowell with the board, and going the other way is Devin Perez, but it's stolen by Ham. Ham driving. Gets all the way to the basket. He's fouled. And not a smart foul, not a smart play by McDowell, as he should have just gone to Rice, who was to his right, and he still would have had numbers. Instead, he tries to go the length of the floor to Perez, and it's stolen by Ham. And for the Braves, that's turnover number 8. So Andrew Ham to the line to shoot 2. Southwestern already up by 3. Andrew Ham averages 8 points to go along with 2 rebounds. He's a 77% foul shooter. A little dark up here in the Crow's Nest at Stewart Fieldhouse. McDowell will come out of the game as Jones checks back in. Second free throw on the way is good. And a 4-point lead for Southwestern at 49-45. 13:41 to play. Subs coming in for both teams as Rice will check out for Isaiah Palmer. For the Braves, it's Mallory, Hanson, Palmer, Jones. Jones down low, gets by one defender. Lots of contact, shot's no good. And he's hit on the arm, and he'll shoot 2. So Jones back to the line to shoot 2, and Tatis struggles from the foul line this season, but if at least he can go 1 of 2 here, you feel like you've got something out of that possession. That's going to be the second foul on Kyrese Mills. And the first one's good by Taz Jones. That's the 4th team foul on Southwestern. Hunt into the game, as taking a seat will be White. Taz Jones now with 5 points. Make it 6 as he goes 2 for 2. Big free throws for Ottawa by Taz Jones, and now they trail by 2. Hardy working on Mallory, gets in the lane, passes tip, still makes it to Mills. They'll kick it back up top to Hardy. Hardy driving on Mallory, and a travel is going to be called on the one. Hardy. Mallory met him. It's a nice job of knowing the scouting report by Jackson Mallory, as he knew Hardy was going to spin in the lane. Just beat him to the spot. And into the game comes Martinez for Smith. DJ Wallace into the game for Kyrese Mills, as Ottawa has quietly got themselves within a one-possession game with 13:13 to play. Mallory works to the right side of the floor. Looking to go to the right corner, dribbles behind the back. They'll go down low to Taz Jones. Jones working on Wallace. Jones on Martinez, and another foul called on Southwestern. And Jones is going to get to shoot 2. It's going to be the 15th foul on Southwestern. Second foul of the night on Martinez. So Jones back to the line. 3 of 5 from the strike tonight with 7 points. Make it 4 of 6 He's made the last 3. Second free throw on the way for Jones is good. And we're knotted up at 49, 13 minutes to play. Braves have battled back from a 12-point deficit here in the second half to get it all square at 49. Ham, right side to Hunt. They'll clear out the right side of the floor. Now we'll go to Wallace. Wallace to Ham. Ham driving baseline. Still dribbling. He'll kick it all the way up top to Hardy. And Mallory will back off a little bit. Hardy driving. Right side Wallace. Wallace's shot is good from 3 feet. And all of that was set up by Hardy going right past Mallory. Mallory looks to go baseline. He'll dribble it out of bounds. For the Braves, that is their 9th turnover. Southwestern has 10. 51-49 Builders lead. Hardy. And they're going to call a foul on Isaiah Palmer as he was trying to beat the handoff there by Hunt and Hardy, and that is the 7th team foul on the Braves. So a long 12 minutes as Southwestern gets in the bonus. The Braves just 2 fouls away as Hollis Mitchell comes into the game for Jackson Mallory. As Cameron Hunt back to the line where he lives on a nightly basis in the KCAC. 5 of 5 tonight. He's got 10 points. Hunt's first free throw is up and good on the 1-and-1. Hunt, only a junior from Duncanville, Texas. First team all-conference. Jordan Murdoch's out of friends was selected KCAC Player of the Year and well-deserved. Second free throw off the back rim. Hunt doesn't miss often, but a big miss there as the Southwestern lead now at 3. Mitchell to Palmer. Palmer in the short corner with the left hand, can't finish with the dunk. Should have just gone with the layup. Hunt in the corner, it will go to Ham, and his three's no good. Ball batted around into the hands of Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell will look to go the other way. Mitchell still holding, dribbles between the legs. Nice job of dribbling through 2 defenders, and now he'll slow it up. Dribbles back to the middle of the floor. Big miss there by Isaiah Palmer. This juncture, ball just needs to get into the bucket. Jones down low, working on his defender, loses the handle. Ball still on the floor, and a timeout called by Taz Jones. Beautiful play to rip it from Martinez after he had lost control. And it would have been an easy layup for Southwestern on the other end as they were already breaking out. And a 30-second timeout called by Ottawa. You've been listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
What it means to be an OU Brave is to be yourself. What I've learned here is I've created memories with friends, and I was actually really comfortable being in my own skin here. Everybody has their own personality, and we're all unique here, just trying to live significant lives. And I think I'm going to leave here with an imprint that will last forever and that I can hold on to and look back at and laugh at and see that I not only learned something, but I created friendships and memories that will always stick with me. That's what it means to be brave, to be yourself.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
It'll be Devin Perez to inbound for the Braves with 12 seconds on the shot clock. After Taz Jones able to call the timeout when he was on the floor, inbounds will come to Palmer. He works on the right block. He'll go back out to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell, with a little bit of confusion, goes to Palmer. He'll shoot the three from the corner. It's off the back rim, and he has struggled from the field tonight. As Isaiah Palmer now 3 of 12 for 6 points. On the other end, DJ Wallace with the easy layup as Ottawa not getting back in transition on the defensive end. So an easy 4-point swing, and now a 5-point lead for Southwestern. Hanson on the left wing. He'll throw it down low to Jones. He spins on Martinez. Up and under layup for Taz Jones. It's Ottawa within 3. Hunt, left side, goes to Fisher. Now to Hardy in the right corner. Up top to Wallace, back to Hardy. Hardy fakes the 3, goes to Wallace. And Ottawa forgetting to stay on Martinez, and the switch there by Perez and Martinez meant Perez. And Martinez, after the play was over, is called for the technical for the push-off on Devin Perez. And now he gets called for a technical. Perez just clapping after the call. and he gets teed up. Unbelievable. Officials have had a quick whistle all evening, as now Martinez is going to get to shoot the 1-and-1 after all the technical foul shots are taken. Officials still talking about it near the free throw line here on this near side. But two of the most athletic and physical teams in the conference going at it tonight, and it just seems like the officials are really struggling to get a hold on the tempo of this game. Neither team feels like they have really gotten on any type of a groove. Score only 54-51, 10:42 remaining. But you hate to see it get out of hand like that. Perez gets shoved to the ground, and Devin Perez does a really good job of getting into the head of players sometimes, and he's looking to draw charges and retaliations from players. And Martinez just lost his cool for 2 seconds, pushed him in the chest, and Perez went flying. And Perez just celebrating after the technical. And the officials still talking about it, which has the Southwestern student section in a frenzy over on the far side. And now they're going to talk to head coach Aaron Siebens all about why Perez was awarded the technical. But it is the 9th team foul on Ottawa, and I believe that shot, they're going to give Martinez the shot there. So he's going to get to shoot 2 after all of this gets settled, but still nothing going on as we're just killing any type of momentum that either squad might have had. And head coach Aaron Siebenthal still pleading his case to the officials on the behalf of his senior guard, Devin Perez. So still no definitive call from the officials here. Head coach Aaron Siebenthal has to be careful here. Assistant coach Phil McClintock also talking to the official. It might be time to speak with, to let these officials know that this is the KCAC tournament. Players know that. This is a do-or-die game specifically for Ottawa, who Southwestern has locked up their spot in the NAIA tournament. Braves playing for their season at this point. And Braves looking to earn any type of bid to the NAIA tournament, and their only chance is to win the conference tournament. And right now it just seems like the officials and the players can't get on the same page. Free throw up and no good for Martinez as he misses the first. And I believe he gets one more, and then they will shoot the technicals, as Ottawa and Southwestern players on the other side of the floor right now. Second one is no good for Martinez either, so we'll see if Ottawa gets to shoot 2. No, they're going to say Cam Hunt gets to shoot 2 free throws, and then they'll send Ottawa to the other end to shoot there too. So Hunt back to the line where he's 6 of 7 for 11 points on the night. Free throw is up and good for the junior from Duncanville. Things got a little heated in Wilson Fieldhouse about this same time in the second half, and Southwestern was actually teed up 2 weeks ago. Head coach Matt O'Brien was given a technical. And Braves at that point had a 6-point lead after they made both free throws. And you felt Ottawa had the momentum, but the energy for Southwestern was turned up on both sides of the floor. So now Mitchell goes to the other side to shoot 2. Mitchell's first free throw is up and no good as it lands off the front rim. Mitchell looks to take the second, and it's good. So it will be Braves basketball, not Southwestern basketball, as Brent Smith and Jacob Horsch back into the game for Southwestern. Martinez takes the seat. So after all of that is said and done, Braves still now trail by 4. with 10:40 to play. Rice, right wing, as Southwestern drops into a 2-3 zone. Rice goes down low to Palmer. Back to Rice, open in the corner for three. Rice hits! And for Titus Rice, he is now 3 of 5 from behind the arc. He's got 14 points. Right side pass to DJ Wallace is now Jake Hansen will stay on him. Fisher, right side for Horsch. In the corner it goes to Wallace. Wallace backing in on Hansen. Fadeaway jumper in the lane is off the front of the rim, and there's Mitchell with the board for the Braves. They trail by 1, 56-55. Left side pass to Jake Hansen. Back up top to Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell will send Palmer to the far side. Rice back to Mitchell. He'll shoot the straightaway three. It's going to be off the mark. And saving it for Ottawa is Palmer, but he steps on the end line. And Hollis Mitchell with a good look as Southwestern was slow in the rotation, getting over to him. Mitchell with just 5 points tonight. He's 2 of 7 from the field. 9:45 to play. The Braves trail by 1. Hunt backing in on Palmer. Left side for Wallace. Back to Hunt. Losing the handle is Hunt. And that's going to go all the way back to the other side of the floor. Hunt keeping his dribble. Kicks it to Horsch. In the corner to Fisher for three. It's good. And not a smart play. I understand what Isaiah Palmer is trying to do there. But Hunt baited him into going for that loose ball and created a 5-on-4 situation, which gave Fisher a wide open three. Mitchell in the corner. Jake Hansen for three this time. It's going to be well short. He gets his own offensive board, though. And Mitchell will have it on the left wing. In the corner, he goes to Palmer. Back to Mitchell. He'll slow it up with 20 on the shot clock. 4-point lead for the Builders. Hansen left side. Back to Mitchell. Back to Hansen. Back to Mitchell. 10 on the shot clock. In the corner, it goes to Titus Rice again for three. It's partially blocked. Offensive rebound and a foul called on Southwestern, which is going to send Isaiah Palmer to the line for two. Second foul on Myron Fisher, as that is the 7th team foul. Palmer to the line for two. He has not been to the stripe tonight. He's got 6 points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Palmer, first free throw is good. The junior from Brooklyn, New York. As Jones will come out of the game for McDowell. And I would expect this to be a pretty short break here for Taz Jones, with 8:42 to play. Second free throw on the way for Palmer is good. Braves back within 2. Nice response after giving up the 3 on the other end. Ottawa has to find a way to continue to slow this game down and get to the foul line. Wallace almost stripped by Mitchell. Gives it to Hunt. Hunt driving on Palmer. Kicks it in the corner to Horsch for 3. It's good. Jacob Horsch, one of the best shooters in the country, has knocked down 4 triples tonight for Southwestern. And now Ottawa trails by 5. Cross court, Titus Rice. He gets in the lane, goes right by Smith, goes off the glass. Hansen has the rebound. He'll kick it back out to Rice. Fresh shot clock for Ottawa. Mitchell driving, finds Rice in the corner again for 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Isaiah Palmer. He misses the putback. Fighting for the board is Titus Rice, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Southwestern. Be the Ottawa with 3 offensive boards on that possession. Both teams with 30 rebounds apiece. It'll be Mitchell to inbound. He'll go in the short corner to Palmer. Step back and a kick ball on Cam Hunt, as the interior pass to McDowell was kicked away. Wallace will come out of the game as Kyrese Mills back in for Southwestern, as they lead by 5, 62-57. 7:47 remaining. Mitchell looking for a double screen here from McDowell. They'll go to Palmer on the left wing. He goes baseline, spinning. Working in the middle of the floor. Goes to Mitchell. Mitchell in the lane. Right-hand runner is off the glass. Offensive rebound by Jake Hansen. Mitchell in the corner for three. It's partially blocked. McDowell gets the rebound. Put back in the foul with the butt hit by Mason McDowell. And Ottawa cuts it to three with a chance to cut it to two. And the freshman from Paola will not be denied. McDowell with 17. Greisen back into the game as Hansen will take a seat. McDowell 7 of 11 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, and 2 of 4 from the foul line. Free throw up and off the front rim. Hansen battles for the rebound, and he picks it up, and he'll leave it for Greisen. Braves trail by 3, 62-59. Mitchell, left side for Palmer. He'll hand off to Greisen. Greisen hands off to Mitchell. Mitchell getting in the lane. Goes right by one defender, goes off the glass, shot's no good. Rebound battle for Brent Smith, has it and loses it out of bounds. So it's going to stay with the Braves. What a possession by Ottawa. Cam Hunt comes out of the game as Lawan Hardy checks in. 7 minutes to play. Ottawa trails by 3, 62-59. And a foul is going to be called down low before the shot, or before the inbound, excuse me. So Palmer's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. The 9th team's foul on Southwestern. Both teams with 9. Third foul of the night on Kyrese Mills. So Palmer back to the line, which is where Ottawa needs him to stay. Palmer with 8 points. Looks to shoot the 1-and-1. First free throw is up and good. As it's 62-60. In the women's 1-8 matchup last night, Friends was taken to a 2-point game by McPherson. This conference has so much parity from 1 to 11. And with Avila coming in next year, it will be from 1 to 12. Palmer hits the second, and it's 62-61 Southwestern. Braves have not had the lead in the second half, but they've trailed by as many as 12. Mills backing down. Ottawa looks to trap in the lane. Mills all the way to the basket, goes off the glass, and it's picked up by Isaiah Palmer on the board, and the Braves have the chance to take the lead with 6:40 to play. They trail 62-61. Handoff right side to Greisen. Greisen spinning as he's guarded by Horst. Greisen free throw line jumper. It's off the front rim. And Lawan Hardy has it. Hardy keeping that dribble. Left side pass. Goes to Fisher. Now back to Hardy. They'll swing it to Horst. Horst will hold it as he goes to Mills in the right corner. Mills goes baseline. Mills all the way to the basket. Shot's no good. Gets his own rebound. They'll kick it back out to Horst with 10 on the shot clock. In the corner to Lawan Hardy. Wide open three is off the back rim. No good. Palmer has it. And then he's fouled by Kyrese Mills. And you hold your breath every time Lawan Hardy decides to jack up a three. Reminds me a lot of Brayman Alexander from Oklahoma Wesleyan, where there is no range that they can't shoot it from. And anytime you leave Hardy open, you think it's going to go in, and that time it hits off the back rim. And luckily Palmer gets the board and then is fouled, so that puts Ottawa in the double bonus for the rest of this game with 6:05 to play. And Palmer with a chance to tie it up here. First one is up and good. Hunt into the game along with Wallace, as taking a seat will be Mills along with Fisher. Palmer looking to give Ottawa their first lead in the second half. Second free throw, good. And the Braves have a 63-62 lead with 6:05 remaining. Ottawa hasn't led at all in the second half until now. Hunt hands off to Hardy. Hardy to Horsch. Back to Hunt. Ottawa trying to switch on defenders, but it is a disaster. Hardy all the way to the basket. He'll leave it for Wallace, and then he dunks it with the right hand. And that gets the Southwestern crowd on their feet as they lead by one, 64-63. That whole possession, Ottawa was completely confused on whether they were switching on screens or if they were fighting through them. which left the middle of the paint wide open. Hansen with the screen for Mitchell. Mitchell drives to the short corner. They'll kick it out to Rice, who had to track down the ball. Rice with the free throw line jumper. He fades away. Ball's knocked around right into the hands of Hollis Mitchell. Back to Titus Rice it goes. 5:15 to play. 64-63 Southwestern. 22 on the shot clock for the Braves. Rice up top to McDowell. Right wing pass, Hollis Mitchell. Mitchell crosses over, takes the jumper. It's off the back rim, no good. And a foul will be called on Ottawa. And if that's on Greisen, that's his 5th. That is his 5th foul and the 10th team foul. So Jones and Palmer look to check in. As McDowell will take a seat along with Jake Hansen. As that is and Greisen just now figuring out it's his 5th. To the line goes DJ Wallace. Wallace has 23 points, 9 of 13 shooting, 5 of 6 from the foul line, now 6 of 7. And that missed dunk by Isaiah Palmer just coming back to haunt the Braves right now. Second free throw for Wallace is no good. Palmer gets the board with Baker all over him. Very lucky to not be called for the over the back. As both teams, anytime they get fouled from now on, they're going to the stripe. Palmer driving, has to pick up his dribble as he's hit with the shoulder. Step back jumper by Rice. He's hit on the arm by Cam Hunt, and he's going to get to shoot 2 as he was fading away from the short corner. Titus Rice with 14 points on 5 of 13 shooting. 3 of 7 from behind the arc, 1 of 2 from the foul line for the senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Rice earlier this week was selected for the NAIA dunk contest that will take place during the Division I NAIA tournament on Saturday, March 17th at Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City. So love to have a wonderful group of fans out there as Rice will be competing against 3 other players from across the NAIA. One of those is Deshaun Patterson from Tabor College. After talking to the coaches from Ottawa tonight, they mentioned that Deshaun Patterson probably has the best hops of anyone in the KCAC. So not a tall player, but does a really good job of getting to the basket. Both free throws good for Rice, and Ottawa's tied at 65. Horsch jacks up a three-pointer from straight away. It's off the front rim. Baker gets the offensive board, though, right over Taz Jones. Baker throws it all the way back up top to Hardy with a fresh shot clock for Southwestern. Hardy up and under layups, no good, but he's hit on the arm. Second chance points starting to rear their head here. Southwestern on the night only with 4. The Braves just cannot get caught ball watching, which is what they did on that possession. Jones easily could box out Troy Baker, who has not been able to really do anything for Southwestern tonight besides pick up fouls, and that time he gets Lawan Hardy a chance to give Southwestern the lead as we're tied at 65. 4:15 remaining. First one's good for Hardy. Hardy on the evening with 11 points. He's 4 of 9 from the field. 2 of 4 from behind the arc. 1 of 1 for the foul line. Hardy, the freshman, who made his appearance at the start of the second semester, has done such a good job for Southwestern this year, but he misses the second. And it's a 1-point lead for the Builders with 4:10 to play. Mitchell, double screen, working to the right wing. Up top it goes to Titus Rice. Rice in the corner to Hansen, and Southwestern trying to pack it in to give Baker some help. Jones backing down Baker, gets in the lane, goes with the right hand. Shot's good for Taz Jones. And the Braves lead by 1, 67-66. 3:45 to play. Hunt, guarded by Palmer. Trying to go to Horsch. He has to go to Hardy. Now to Horsch on the right wing. Horsch driving, hands off to Hunt. Hunt drills between the legs with 3:34 to play. 15 on the shot clock. Hunt driving. Step back jumper from the free throw line. Hits off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Ball's on the floor. Braves go the other way. Jake Hansen looking to go all the way to the bucket. And he throws it down with the left hand. And a timeout called by Southwestern. What a flush by Jake Hansen. And the Braves lead by 3 with 3:20 to play. And a timeout by Southwestern. It's going to be a full timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is proud to be a sponsor of this Ottawa University Braves basketball broadcast and a supporter of OU Athletics. For Great Life membership options to the golf course and fitness center, just visit greatlifegolf.com/Ottawa. Go Braves!
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
I came here to run cross country, and it ended up being way different than I thought it was going to be. It's unlike anything I've ever been a part of to be on the team. Everyone is so completely different. There are people you never thought you'd be friends with, nothing like your outside friends, but somehow you all click to be the same and have the same interests, but yet completely different. Everyone's always there for you. It's not just about running. Friendships and families, like they're your siblings when you're away from home. That's what it means to be a part of the Braves cross country and track team, to be a family.
Be a Brave. Visit ottawa.edu.
Welcome back to Stewart Fieldhouse as the Braves lead 69-66 after the emphatic steal and left-handed dunk by Jake Hansen. Gives Ottawa the 3-point lead with 3:20 to play here in the quarterfinals of the KCAC tournament. It is do or die time for Ottawa. Horsch, left side to Hunt. They're trying to post up Wallace. They end up going to Hardy on the top of the key. Right side, Horsch will shoot the three. It's good. And Jacob Horsch is now 5 of 5 from behind the arc as we're tied at 69. Pass will go to Palmer on the right elbow. Ottawa trying some screens. They go to Jones. He gets in the lane, goes with the right hand. Easy layup for Taz Jones, and the Braves lead by 2, 71-69. Screen after screen in the lane, and Ottawa has been so efficient at that all season. Hardy up top to Hunt, 2:38 to play. Hunt back to Hardy. Hardy to Horsch. Back to Hunt. Ottawa switching. Hunt looking to get in the lane, goes with the left hand. Shot's good as it hits the back of the rim and drops. As we're knotted at 71 with 2:25 to play. Braves just need to continue to feed it down low. Right wing pass to Mitchell. Gets to the free throw line. Leaves it for Rice. He jab steps. Goes by one defender. Right hand layup for Titus Rice as he floats all the way to the rim. And the Braves lead by 1 with 2:03 to play. Hunt hands off to Horsch. Now back to Hardy. He thinks about the three. And a foul is going to be called on Isaiah Palmer. Not a smart foul by the junior. Giving up a foul 30 or 25 feet from the basket. And in that situation, just jump the screen and don't allow him to go by you. So Hunt to the line to shoot 2. That's the 4th foul of the night on Isaiah Palmer. So Cam Hunt to the line where he has lived. He's 8 of 9 on the night. Has 13 points, 2 of 10 from the field. Free throw up and no good for Hunt as it hits the front of the rim and falls off. 1:57 to play. Braves lead 73-71. One more free throw coming for the junior from Duncanville, Texas. Ottawa again has to box out. Hunt shoots over 82% from the foul line. He's only missed 2 tonight. Free throw is good for Hunt. Braves up by 1, 73-72, 1:55 to play. And Mitchell will walk it across the timeline with 20 on the shot clock. Southwestern staying in that zone. Mitchell from straight away will go to Jones at the free throw line. Jones to Rice. He'll shoot the three. It rattles out, and a rebound by Wallace for Southwestern. Good look, though, by Titus Rice. Wallace looking to go all the way to the basket. And a foul will be called on Hollis Mitchell for the reach-in. DJ Wallace, every time he gets the ball, he's looking to attack. With 1:31 to play, he can give Southwestern the lead if he goes 2 for 2. DJ Wallace with a tremendous performance tonight. He's got 24, 6 of 8 from the foul line, 9 of 14 from the field. First free throw for Wallace is up and no good. Wallace, the 6'4 senior from Duncanville, Texas. Still quite a young team for Southwestern. When you look at this roster, they have 4 seniors, but their 2 leading scorers are a freshman and a junior. And we're tied at 73 as the second one goes for Wallace. 1:25 to play. No timeout called here by Aaron Stephenthal. He's going to let him play it out with 1:20 to go. Hansen up top to Jones. Back to Hansen. Ottawa has to find a way to get it down low. He goes to Palmer. He'll shoot the three. It's off the front rim. Rebound by Hardy. Tied at 73, 1:05 to go. Hunt back to Hardy. Back to Hunt. Guarded by Palmer. Hunt's just going to hold it and work his way back to the middle of the floor. 57 seconds to play. 15 on the shot clock. Now Hunt's just going to hold. He's going to get a screen from Smith. Hunt will pull it back out to Wallace. Wallace on Hansen. Wallace goes right by Hansen. Shot's no good. Rebound by Taz Jones. And he's going to hold it with 40 seconds remaining, and Ottawa's going to call a timeout here. With 37 seconds remaining and 22 on the shot clock, we will go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. You've been listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When it comes to electricity, if you don't know what you're doing, you might be shocked at the outcome. Is your fuse box hot to the touch? You even have a fuse box. Do your lights flicker when the air conditioner comes on? Are you worried about power surges in your expensive electronics? You try to solve these problems yourself, it can be a hair-raising experience. Get the advantage when it comes to handling these issues by calling Advantage Electric. Professional crews with years of experience can solve the problem and leave you fully charged for other, less dangerous projects.
Oh my God, honey, look, the plunger worked.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main, or call them 418-1218.
Welcome back as the Braves are tied at 73 with 37 seconds remaining. Ottawa will have the basketball coming out of the timeout. 22 seconds on the shot clock, so about a 15-second differential. And the question is, do you try and go for potentially a 2-for-1, knowing the way Southwestern has shot the ball tonight? At least it'll give yourself a chance if you score quickly. Not sure you want to give Southwestern the last shot, but you need to get a good one. The last two for Ottawa have been contested three-pointers. Try and get something within 10 feet if you're the Braves. It's going to be Jake Hansen to inbound in front of the Braves bench as it is going to quickly go into Hollis Mitchell once the officials blow the whistle. Goes to Mitchell, 20 on the shot clock, works his way to the right side of the floor. Now back to the left side. It'll go to Rice. Down low to Palmer in the short corner. Back to Rice. They'll swing it to Mitchell. Down low it goes to Jones. Jones has it as he works on Hunt. Back up top to Mitchell. Straightaway three on the way. It's off the front rim, no good. And Southwestern can hold for the last shot as Hunt walks his way to the middle of the floor. And now they will call a timeout with 11.4 seconds remaining. And again, the three-pointer, you don't need it if you're Ottawa. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Dr. Mike Hyatt of Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. When we look at chiropractic, we're looking at a natural form of health care that doesn't seek to add anything into the body or take anything out of it. And so when we look at chiropractic and how it helps alleviate pain, it does that by restoring normal function to the body's nerve system and allowing the body to heal itself. That's how chiropractic works.
Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Call 785-242-4100.
Welcome back to Stewart Fieldhouse. Southwestern, I would expect, would hold for the last shot here as we're tied at 73. I don't see it leaving the hands of Cameron Hunt either. Even though DJ Wallace has had the biggest impact tonight, he has 25 points. Cam Hunt, on the other hand, has 16. Lawan Hardy with 11. Hunt is only 3 of 11 from the field. Braves can't forget to get out on Jacob Horsch either. I would expect him to go to one of the corners. As the Braves potentially down to their last defensive possession of the season if they can't get a stop. It's going to be Wallace to inbound, right to, or just to the left of the Southwestern bench. He's got Hunt, Horsch, and Hardy stacked up in front of him. 11.4, and Southwestern is going to hold for the last shot as the inbound goes to Hunt. He's guarded by Palmer. 7 seconds remaining. Hunt to Wallace. He looks to go on Hansen. He goes right by Hansen, lays it up. 2 seconds to play. And a timeout called by Ottawa with, well, it shows 1-8, but it's going to be, I think, 2-5 or 2-7. And Southwestern leads 75-73. Going to be a full timeout. We'll take a 30. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
When quality matters, choose the best. Choose Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling. Call today and make sure your heating and cooling system is ready for the season at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Ransom Memorial Health is proud to announce that the new emergency department at Ransom Memorial Hospital is open, ready, and waiting for you should you or your family have a sudden need for immediate and remarkable care. Close to home, close to your heart. Visit ransom.org.
Welcome back as DJ Wallace gets the layup with 2.7 seconds remaining. It's going to be Braves basketball. They got to go the length of the floor. And again, just no backside help defensively for the Braves as they just cleared out for DJ Wallace as they've done the entire evening. Doesn't matter who's been on him. That time, Jake Hansen did everything he could. I think Ottawa was expecting the ball to stay in the hands of Cameron Hunt, but it didn't work out that way, and unfortunately the Braves are going to have to go the length of the floor with 2 seconds. It's going to be Jacob Neidig to inbound. Taking a seat will be Jake Hansen. Neidig, the senior from Nixa, Missouri, gets on the floor. Braves will inbound. Southwestern, of course, going to go full court here. Braves needed 2 to tie, 3 to win. 2.7 seconds remaining. The officials talking to the cheerleaders here as they are right on the back of Jacob Neidig. Neidig throwing it the length of the floor. It goes to Palmer. Palmer with 2 seconds. Needs to take a shot. Does. And that'll do it. As the Braves come up short, 75-73. And I think Palmer thought he needed a 3. And unfortunately, Braves are unable to get a shot off as it was partially blocked or stolen from about 6 feet away. And that does it for the Braves season as they come up short 75-73 in the quarterfinals of the KCAC tournament. We will go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
It's a new year and the savings just got better. Visit Bob Allen Ford for the biggest selection. New 2017 Ford Focus SEs starting as low as $13,999 after the Ford rebates. And new 2017 Ford Fusions as low as $17,999 after the Ford rebates. Shop online from an inventory of over 600 vehicles and experience the Bob Allen difference. President's Award dealer, locally owned, and a larger selection of new Fords with stores in Overland Park and now Ottawa, Kansas. Visit us at BobAllenFord.com and BobAllenFordOttawa.com. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, statements coming at ya, statements coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I met someone. You hear it a lot from people on Match, because more people have met their someone on Match than any other dating app. Everyone wants to find that meaningful connection, and Match is not only #1 in first, but second dates too.
Now here's a free offer for our listeners. Go to Match.com/country for 7 days free. That's 7 days completely free to search, view photos, and connect. This free offer is found at Match.com/country. That's Match.com/country. Match.com/country.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, statements coming at ya, statements coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
And we're back here at Stewart Fieldhouse. Braves fall 75-73 to conclude their season. Finish with a record of 12-16 overall, 11-11 in the KCAC as the Braves lose a heartbreaker tonight. Had their chances down the stretch. Unfortunately, neither team really able to make anything through the last minute and a half until DJ Wallace gets a layup with 2.7 seconds remaining. And Ottawa actually got a fantastic look as Jacob Neidig came in and with a terrific pass finds Isaiah Palmer about 3/4 of the length down the floor. Right at the three-point line, he takes a Euro step, to about 10 feet, tries to attempt a runner. Might have been some contact, might not have been, but the officials are going to swallow the whistle on that one every time. And unfortunately, the Braves season ends in heartbreak, and Southwestern walks away with 3 very close victories over the Braves this year. They won the first one back in January, 84-81, then won 92-86 back on February 10th, and then get the victory here tonight, 75-73. We are waiting to see if head coach Aaron Siebenthal makes his way up here. I would expect he doesn't, so we will hold off on that. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we might have stats for you, as we are still waiting for those to be printed. You've been listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
I met someone. You hear it a lot from people on Match, because more people have met their someone on Match than any other dating app. Everyone wants to find that meaningful connection, and Match is not only number 1 in first, but second dates too.
Now here's a free offer for our listeners. Go to Match.com/country for 7 days free. That's 7 days completely free to search, view photos, and connect. This free offer is found at Match.com/country. That's Match.com/country. Match.com/country.
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Disclaimer, you will not be transported to the top of the world. In the unlikely event you find yourself at the Arctic Circle, seek shelter from the elements immediately to avoid frostbite and or hypothermia. Geico will not be responsible if you find yourself in a cave or crevasse with a lonely, abominable snowman, who in all likelihood will force you to play games including but not limited to Go Fish, charades, Chinese checkers, or his personal favorite, Red Rover, send Yeti on over. Geico is not liable for any damages, either physical or emotional.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
And we're back here as the Braves fall 75-73 in the KCAC quarterfinals to end their season. We'll go ahead and take a look at the final scores on the rest of the KCAC as see what the finals are here on the men's side as they're just being updated. St. Mary's is tied with York in overtime, 99-91. That one still has a minute 54 to play. Friends beats Kansas Wesleyan 81-74. So Friends will move on to take on the winner of Oklahoma Wesleyan and Tabor, which will be played tomorrow night as it was postponed due to the weather across much of the Midwest today. We will go ahead and take a look here at the final stats. I don't think we're going to get some from the scorers table as we'll run through the leading scorers for Southwestern first. DJ Wallace finishes with 27. He also had 8 rebounds and 1 assist for the Mound Builders. Jacob Horsch finishes with 15 on 5 of 9 from behind the arc, only shots he took all night. Ward from 3 also had 3 rebounds. Braves were able to keep Cameron Hunt in check. He finishes with 16 points. Lawan Hardy only had 11 after his 28-point performance against the Braves just a couple weeks ago. Andrew Ham has 1, Myron Fisher with 3, Kyrese Mills with 2. Southwestern ends up shooting 44% from the field, 50% from behind the arc. They were 9 of 18 and 20 of 29 from the foul line. For the Braves, looking at final stats, and Titus Rice, the senior, in his last game, goes for 18 points on 6 of 15 shooting, 3 of 8 from behind the arc, 3 of 4 from the foul line. He had 6 rebounds to go along with 1 assist. Isaiah Palmer finishes with 12 on 3 of 15 shooting, 6 of 6 from the foul line. He had 8 rebounds. Taz Jones has 15 points on 5 of 7 shooting. He had 14 in the second half for the Braves. Mason McDowell finishes with a career-high 17 points on 7 of 11 shooting and 7 rebounds. Devin Perez has 3, Jake Hansen with 3, Hollis Mitchell with 5, as Mitchell finishes up his career with Ottawa as he went over the 1,000-point plateau a couple weeks ago. Braves end up shooting 36% from the field, 21% from behind the arc. They were 5 of 23 and 18 of 26 from the stripe for 69%. Braves had 44 rebounds. Southwestern had 38. Braves had 4 assists on the night. Southwestern had 13. And Ottawa finishes with 24 personal fouls. Southwestern with 19. Ottawa's last lead of the game came at the 1:57 mark when they led 73-72. For Southwestern, they got the last lead with 2.7 seconds remaining. It says 1.7 here, but it was 2.7. Other stats of note: Braves only with 10 turnovers tonight, well below their average on the year. 11 points off 10 Southwestern turnovers, 44 rebounds, 25 of those defensive, 19 offensive, 18 second chance points for the Braves, 23 bench points, 36 points in the paint. Braves led in every single category except for steals, which Southwestern had 7. Braves only had 2, and then in blocks at 2-1. And unfortunately, Southwestern gets the Braves number for the 3rd time this year, and the Builders make their way to the KCAC semifinals, where we'll see if that game has gone final between York and Southwestern. They were in overtime. Or make that York and St. Mary. St. Mary's up 95-93 with 17 seconds remaining. That one in Leavenworth. So whichever team gets Southwestern is going to have one heck of a trek down to Stewart Fieldhouses. Southwestern now just 1 win away from getting to the KCAC Championship in Hartman Arena. Want to make sure I thank all the seniors on this Ottawa roster. We'll start with number 0, Tag Oldham, the 6'1 senior from Oswego, Kansas. Also Hollis Mitchell, number 3, the 5'9 senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Titus Rice, the 6'4 senior guard from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Don't forget, Rice will be competing in the NAI dunk contest, which will take place on March 17th in between the second and third quarterfinal of the men's Division I NAI tournament. If you can get out to Municipal Auditorium, I believe it starts at 4 p.m. They have it listed on the NAI website. So go out to Municipal and cheer on Titus Rice. Huge honor for Rice to be in that dunk contest. Will Owens, number 10, a 5'10 senior from Denver, Colorado. Number 11, Devin Perez, a 6' senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And number 22, Jacob Neidig, the 6'3 senior from Nixon, Missouri. Want to thank Larson Johnson for his work tonight in the station as usual, and I want to thank everyone for listening. All season has been a pleasure to call Ottawa University Braves basketball as an alum. Couldn't have asked for any better of an opportunity. And this program is definitely on the up and up, and with a team that brings back several starters next year. They do have to replace Hollis Mitchell and Titus Rice, but you look at this roster for next year, Isaiah Palmer, Taz Jones, Alex Grice, and Jake Hansen, and then got Kyle Patrick, who played a lot this year, and then, of course, Mason McDowell, who had that career-high 19 points tonight. This team is in a great spot and is going to be very good next year, and I expect Coach Siebenthal to bring in his fair share of transfers and freshmen coming in for next spring. For Casey Weeder, I want to thank everyone for listening tonight as the Braves do fall 75-73 and in their season. You've been listening to Ottawa Braves basketball on 1220 on 103.7 FM, KOFO. Good night, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO. Brought to you by Adamson Brothers, CarStar, Wise Guys Construction, Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, and by Dr. Hale Family Dentistry, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Dials Construction. Also by State Farm agent Ryan Dispro, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Sutton's Jewelry, Advantage Electric. This OU Braves basketball broadcast is also being brought to you by Ransom Memorial Hospital, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Messenger's Home Furnishings, Kansas State Bank, Ottawa University, and Bob Allen Ford. For more information about our next OU Braves sports broadcast, log on to the KOFO sports page at KOFO.com and listen to the KOFO sports calendar on 103.7 FM and 1220. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
So, how do you like being a new dad?
Wow. No, it's